Full time here at the Beehive. The final score: Harborough Town 0 at Stourbridge 1. Mitch, missed opportunities, I think, on that one. Maybe only ourselves to look at for not coming away with a point or maybe all the points.
Firstly, credit to Stourbridge. Obviously, we've beaten them twice this year, so I always work on the averages. If you beat it, you can't beat someone 3 times. I think they defended really well. 92nd minute winner from them. Look, it's poor from us. But what a great run the boys have been on. We have to congratulate what they have done, praise it. I don't think that they was terrible today, but they was okay, and okay sometimes ain't good enough. I think we look at the opportunities that we missed. Josh Walsh putting one over in the rugby pitch from a penalty. It's a different game.
Rosie's 4th minute was
look, there's positives to take in the negative day. Everyone's probably upset because it ain't 7 on the bounce, but bloody hell, 6 on the bounce is fantastic, and it's took us from a team in the relegation zone to a team that can, do all right.
You mentioned there just being okay. Obviously, we've seen today Kettering lose. Like, the league again is all over the place in terms of results. Do you think now teams have to be on the best A game every week to get results in this league? Because that's what it looks like from the results that are coming through from other places and what we're seeing.
I think it's people's personal goals as well. Stourbridge has been on a rubbish run. So for them to be able to get something at the flying Harborough, the form team, again, I said it in the week, it could be the catalyst to start theirs. I don't think we got beat by Stourbridge today. I think we beat ourselves. We weren't at it. We was okay. We looked, our decision making wasn't great. Putting the ball in the net, which is obviously what wins your game, we couldn't do. And I'll be honest, I thought the ref had a howler. I think the first one from Torre is a penalty, and I think he's give the second one because he didn't do the first, and then that at the end before the goal is just a shocker. And if I watch it back and I'm wrong, I'll apologise, but just saying today made me feel a bit anxious about the refs.
No, that's a fair. As I say, I think there was decisions all through that probably went either way. I think both sets of fans probably weren't too happy, but at the same time, we've had those decisions in previous weeks. Maybe they've gone our way, and today they haven't. I think you said it earlier in the season that sometimes they do go.
Yeah, you get the rub of the green, and you don't look. I'm not saying the referee was the reason why we lost, but he could have definitely been an impact of why we would have won if the decisions went our way, which I think they should. I'm not one to. I'm not going to cry any more than I will do when I go into the bar. But we'll park this tomorrow. Yeah. We'll lick our wounds tonight, take our medicine, so they say, but just look at the run we have been on. That's Stourbridge. This is Market Harborough. This is Harborough Town. We are a club that's on the rise and trying to be successful and trying to work out where we sit in the pecking order of all these big teams. Stourbridge are massive. So for them to celebrate and to be really happy to beat us, credit. They got the 3 points, but it also shows the direction we're going. To say that we come off the bounce of 7 wins. Wow, 7 wins. 6 wins. I was thinking ahead there. 6 wins. So look.
If I remember Biggleswade, I remember we stood there and you said we're looking down, this is a relegation fight, and it's testament to where we've come to. If you take stock now, we sit 6th still, and I know today's disappointing, but if you reflect back on where we are, and again, maybe that's the second third of the season done, now it's the last third pushing on. What's the message this week to try and maybe get the players back on track, or is it just a case of going back to some of those fundamentals we had over the last 2 or 3 weeks that have got us where we are?
I don't think we've done much wrong, we just didn't do a lot right. It was just in between. It wasn't a bad performance. We huffed and we puffed. We passed the ball really well at times. We didn't have that cutting edge in the box. We put Malone on usually as our plan B for our directness, but
I think we're his goals in the week, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we're a better footballing side to get down and pass around teams. We wasn't at our clinical best. The penalty wraps it up. But Josh Walsh has given me everything week in, week out, so I certainly ain't criticising him. But it's fine margins, and that's what I said to the boys. Today's a lesson in fine margins. being really close. A couple of things I do want to mention, and I definitely don't want this to sound like I'm ungrateful, because of the support that's been here since I arrived. From 50 to 100 to 150 to 200 to around the 300 mark, let's say, for home fans. Today quite big, 600. I just feel like the atmosphere was flat, and at times we need people, and it might not be our bag, but I really felt like we needed the crowd just to cheer us on a little bit. But again, we're evolving to be a club that does have supporters, a club that does get wins. But if we could add a bit of vocals to that, not me, I'm not fussed, but players and just atmosphere, and it was just really, really flat. So, and again, I don't mean that.
How much does it add? Like you on the side, like even you on the sideline, what difference does it make that having that noise, having that support?
Do you remember the saying, well, it's your 12th man?
Yep.
They're our 12 men, or women, or child. that's and I don't want to sound ungrateful. I'm almost reaching out to them, because the support has got better. But be proud to shout about us and know that it helps, because some might think, oh, certainly newbies come into the club. It's a nice area as well, ain't it? Being loud at football is part of it. So probably reaching out to the 12 man or woman. And again, no disrespect, because we had 50 when I started in the UCL, and look at us now. So if you can, it'd be good to hear some noise.
I agree. Today's a great example, though, where we've come from in terms of today. Premier League games on, yes, Leicester away, but we pulled in 600 on what we consider a normal footballing weekend.
Yeah.
Just that noise hopefully will help propel us and keep making us go forward. Just want to mention two more things before we let you go, Mitch. Obviously, one change today was Conor Kennedy coming out the starting lineup.
Yeah, big miss.
CK's injured, is that right?
Yeah, done his. I think he done his groin on Thursday. Don't look like too long, couple of weeks, but all I was doing was talking about Morgan and CK, and then he pulls up in training. So yeah, he's out. Stevens probably going to be after the Telford game as well, and Freddie Robinson's probably tight for Telford.
And obviously, on the other side of it, good to see Reece Kelly back in the yellow shirt.
Yeah, shorts were tight, weren't they? That's it. Had the John Barneses on.
They had some new ones in for the week.
Yeah, I'll have to get him triple XL, I think. But no, good to have him back. Cart's obviously still got a bad knee. He pulled out of the warm-up. So need to manage him. He's going on holiday next week, so hopefully he can rest that up on a sunbed, on a sun lounger. But yeah, look, disappointing day all round. Been in a real good place. Need to remain level-headed, that we ain't stooping really low because we've lost 1-0. You know, we've had multiple chances to win. They've scored one at the death, which is naive of us. Let's lick our wounds and go again.
Gaff, really appreciate your time after that, and we'll see you next week away in Telford. That's full time here at the Beehive. It's Harborough 0, Stourbridge 1. Just a reminder, the Bees' next game is away at Telford next Saturday. The minibus is already full, so there'll be a full bus of Bees fans away at the Sears Stadium making some noise, getting behind Mitch and the boys. We will see you there, and there will be live commentary on Bees Radio. Bosh.